Hi, I'm Jools, and this is Liam stuck in a tunnel.
I'm gonna starve to death down here.
But fortunately, or maybe unfortunately, he succeeded in finding a way out of the tunnels.
You didn't get it.
But there's a good reason you
I
said
don't
we're
care
not...
about reasons. How am I supposed to find the treasure if I haven't got the map?
And I had to deal with Elly. She was jealous.
And is Maxie a good minstrel?
Yeah, she's all right.
Wanted to. I couldn't stop if I wanted to. Oh.
So Liam knew where the tunnels were, but he didn't know where the treasure was. And I didn't even know what the map was. And Maxie didn't know who Elly was. And all in all, if you're still living in a city at the moment, my advice is stay there.
Help me through the world. Take me by the hand. Stay close by my side when I need a friend. Once upon a time, I believed I didn't need any help of mine. Then you came along and you showed me I was wrong. Help me through the world. Take me by the hand. Stay close by my side when I need a friend. Help me through the world. Take my hand in there. You will be my guide till the end of time. Help me through the world.
By the time I got to the morning after my birthday, it seemed like the pun had been out for ages. And all Ferrell had done was pace up and down and think of another 8 billion plans to steal our half of the treasure map. Fortunately, they were all terrible. And Liam wasn't even allowed to open his mouth. And now, as if that failure wasn't enough, he was about to face rebellion as well.
Here's your breakfast, Fergus.
What's this?
It is a sausage. If you think it's uncooked, I could pop it back on the stove for another hour or so.
One sausage?
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like two?
Yes, please, if it's not too much trouble, and a potato cake wouldn't go astray either.
There you are. 2 sausages. And potato cakes are off, I'm afraid.
I'm not a patient man, as you well know, Dulcie. Where's my potato cake?
You can't have one. We have no potatoes.
Well, go down to Charities and get some.
She doesn't have any either.
What do you mean she doesn't have any?
I mean, they can't get into town because you won't fix the punt. I mean, nothing can get into town. And just quietly, a few people are getting bleeding sick of it. Especially those who've run out of soap and washing detergent and bathroom necessities.
You mean toilet paper?
Here.
Oh, no one said anything to me.
As if they'd say anything to you. You just about own them.
She couldn't have run out completely.
Ah, yes, here we go. You see, the problem is the mail truck can't take mail out of the city, so I can't send the order form.
Charity, the hotel has run out of alcoholic refreshments. Stating the cause of the problem is not an answer.
Don't have a lot left, do you, Miss Life?
No, sis, not very much.
You are not taking this seriously.
What do you want me to do about it?
Cecil, old sport, you have been this community's postie for many, many moons. Is there any way of getting the mail through to the city?
No.
This is a nightmare.
I says. One more.
Ah.
Now, let's see how you like this, Miss Big Boots Dulcie Dixon.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Elly was wondering what she could do to become accepted as part of our family. Because she really missed having a family over the last 100-odd years.
I think Jules is definitely found in your girlfriend, David. David? I just wish you'd tell us about her, that's all.
Yep.
Unless, of course, he thinks she's too good for us.
No, don't think that.
After all, if he was telling the truth to Maxie, it does sound like she comes from a well-off family.
It's me. I'm Elly. What happened? I didn't know I'd scare her. I'm sorry. It's your mother. She's all right. She just saw me, that's all. I'm really sorry, Jules.
Hey, it's okay. Are you sure she's all right?
What? You all right?
What happened? I'm fine. Really.
Did you see a snake or something?
No. No. It was... nothing. Nothing. I don't think. It was a bad daydream.
Yep, and that's all Mum would say about it.
There was nothing else you could have done. It wasn't your fault. I'm really sorry, Jules. It's okay. I shouldn't have done it, should I?
I don't know.
It was only because she was talking about wanting to meet me.
Don't worry about it. No harm done.
Ahoy there!
It's good old Horry. I wonder what he wants. Basically, Horry was after a drink. But I thought I'd ask him why Farrell and Liam were always buzzing around the help.
There has to be a way. I've just got to work out a way to get them out of the house. That's the key to it. No, not now, son, not now. Oh, my Lord, what is it? Why not just ask them for it? Seeing as they don't know what it is, they'll probably give it to you. What do you mean? Just knock on the door and say, can I have that piece of paper you've just found? What do you mean, just roll up and ask for it? Oh, but son, that's so honest.
Coming.
Mrs. Trevally. My, you do look charming this fine spring morning.
He used to smuggle from here, you see. That was how the mad Farrell made all his money way back in the 1820s. Anyway, I must have a chat to your father. Matter of refreshment, you know?
But what happened to the tunnels where all the smuggling went on?
Well, I presume they're still here. Young lad like you could go down and collect the treasure.
The what?
Anyway, must have a chat.
No, wait, what treasure?
Thank you, Mrs. Trevally. It's just for the Shire Museum, you understand. We're always on the lookout for knickknacks, no matter how worthless they may seem.
Now, the more Horatio told me about how no one knew how to get into the tunnels anymore, and how there was still some sort of treasure in them, although no one knew exactly what it was, and how there was once a map of it all that got torn in half, and how the O'Farrells had one half but the other half was lost. Well, by that time I had so many clues that even a dinosaur could have worked it out.
I bet that map is worth something.
I bet that's what Liam was looking for too.
Jules?
Honey!
Oh no.
What the?
But in the end, justice prevailed.
Why did I listen? Every natural instinct was saying, Farrell, don't do it. So what I do? I must be losing my grip. wrong with you? Well, come on, spit it out.
It's another reject slip from the song publisher. My dear Miss Dixon, never in all my born days have I read such a pathetic, outdated and untalented manuscript.
What's all the fuss about? That doesn't sound too bad. Come on, it's only a song.
It is the 732nd song. How many's it gonna take?
Oh, 733. Think positive. Now, come on, cut it out and fix my lunch.
There is no lunch. There is no food. What there is a broken punt what's been sitting on a riverbank for days and days while you've been walking around going...
We've got food.
We have? Where? Show me. Maybe it's in here. No. What about here, then? No. Well, maybe this one. No. Here, foodie, 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 foodie.
It's not in here. It's in the garden, going oink, oink. I'm sorry, Liam, but at this moment in time, securing the help is more important than your pig. Hey, Liam, come back here. Hey, run.
But there was no way Liam was going to let that pig become lunch. He decided he had to talk someone into hiding Bacon until the punt got fixed.
Come on, Bacon.
Unfortunately, he found no one was willing to do it. Mostly because they knew that if Ferrell caught them, they'd be in big trouble. We're talking serious trouble here. So pretty soon, there was only one place left. And Liam hated having to come to our place to ask for help. He just hated it. Be okay. You can leave him here if you like. We'll look after him.
That's it.
Sure. But in return, you got to help us a bit too.
Oh, no worries. Anything, just name it.
Okay. I want to know why your dad's got it in first and what he's doing about it. What happened to you in the pantry, where the tunnels are, and how you got out of them. If you don't tell me, I can't hide Bacon.
Okay. But don't tell Dad, you promise?
How'd you get in the tunnels?
I don't know. I just hit something. I don't know if I could find it again.
Are you telling me you couldn't get back in the tunnels even if you wanted to?
Oh, no. I could still get in. I'd just go in the other way.
The other way? The well?
Yeah. There's a door about 3 meters down that just leads straight in. Now, listen, Jules. Don't go down by yourself, all right? You mightn't find your way back.
So after saving Bacon's bacon, Liam told me just how close he'd come to being lost in the tunnels forever. And then went on about all sorts of other stuff too, like what really happened to the punt. And that was a bit I thought Mum should know about. And like all Travellers, her response to bad news was measured and diplomatic.
What? What drives a man like you, O'Farrell?
Actually, I didn't realise just how serious things were getting. But apparently Mum and Dad were really running out of money fast. And as soon as the pump was fixed, they were going to go to the city and ask the bank for another loan. The trick was, of course, to get the punt fixed. Clearly, the situation called for delicate negotiating skills.
As much as I can stand.
Please,
We have to go to the city. And we also have a friend of Jules staying with us, and I've promised her mother she'll be back by tomorrow. So at 10 o'clock in the morning, we will be loading up the car and driving to the river. And when we get there, that punt will be operating. I don't care if it takes you all night. I don't care if you have to build one from scratch. You will fix it, right?
Okay.
And don't say... I'm sorry?
I said, okay, all right, I'll fix it. It's a fair request.
Oh.
So, what time did you say you were leaving again?
10.
10. Right. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'll leave you to it then.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 Bye, Mrs. Travella.
Now, I wonder how she found that out.
You can't go down there. You heard what Liam said. He almost got lost.
Look, I'll be all right. I've got an idea about that.
Jules.
Personally, I really doubt if there's anything down there anyway.
Then why go down there?
Well, who knows? I didn't believe in ghosts till I came here anyway. Anyway, now half of the map does have the treasure marked on it.
That doesn't mean anything. Firstly, we don't know where that fork comes from. And secondly, we don't know if the entrance marked on ours is the well or the pantry or some other door altogether. You can't find the treasure with that.
Look, it took me half an hour to talk Mum into letting me stay tomorrow, so I may as well do something constructive. Besides, I really want to help them get this place going.
But it's dangerous. There's something about that well that I don't know what it is, but it scares me, Jules. It scares me greatly.
I'll be all right. I will. Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
Right. Now listen carefully. Mrs. Trevally, in the midst of her temper tantrum yesterday, said that they were all going to the city this morning, remember? Now, she said that they'll be going about 10 o'clock, but if they're like every other family in the world, they'll be leaving later than that. So what I want you to do is go over and hide in the bushes and wait till their car leaves and then come back and tell me.
That's it?
That's it. You don't actually have to do anything. All you have to do is go and hide in the bushes and wait for the car to leave and then come back and tell me, do you think you can handle it?
Oh, sure. What happens then?
Well, I go back and get the other half of the map, of course. It blew upstairs somewhere. Well, they don't live up there, so it must still be up there somewhere.
I'll get it for you, Dad.
Hey?
Let me. You don't...
No.
No, I can do it. You just sit here. You
Shut
don't...
up. There isn't any reason why you don't want me to go to the help, is there? Nothing over there that you don't want me to see. Top of the morning to you, ladies. Oh, it's Graham.
Morning.
Hi, Dad. Where's he going?
Never you mind. Go on, hop it. Well, Dulce, I fixed the punt last night. Cost me the whole price of a new reconditioned engine, but I fixed it. So, as from this morning, shelves will be full, the mail will be flowing, and the beer will be on at the pub.
Thank you, Fergus.
The pleasure's all mine, dearest.
Unfortunately, the mail was the one thing that didn't stop flowing.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't. Cess came yesterday.
Oh, but he was only delivering local letters. Yeah, rustle up some breakfast for us, will you? I'll just go out and have a wash.
Now for Dulcie, this was a mystery. If only local letters were being delivered, how come she got a rejection slip from a record company in the city? Unfortunately, it was a problem that took her a long time to figure out. So we'll let her crank up the brain cells on her own for a while. Have a good trip home. Yeah. Maxie? I'm sorry. I guess I changed. I like it here. We can still be friends, but hey? Sure.
Right, ready? Good, let's go.
I'll see you, mate.
Well, Jules, aren't you going to give Maxie a kiss?
See you around. Bye.
We'll be back about 5-ish, okay?
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mum. So Mum and Dad hit the road. But I didn't know that if they didn't get a loan, we'd have to sell the help.
Don't go down there by yourself, please.
Come with me then. Oh, look, what's the problem? You're a ghost, for heaven's sake. I mean, it's not as if anything's going to happen to you.
I know! But it feels like it will. Something will happen if I go down there. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Oh, well. So the ghost I knew was a wimp. Oh, yeah, and the string was just to stop me getting lost. All I had to do was follow it back to the surface. In fact, I had complete confidence in the whole plan. It was utterly foolproof.
Well,
They just left.
So as I carefully made my final preparations, I remained completely unaware of Ferrell's arrival. And even when Bacon smelt him and pulled up his steak and tried to hide, I still wasn't watching. So Bacon knew about Ferrell, but he didn't know about me. And to avoid becoming Ferrell's lunch, he headed straight for the house and nudged his way in, thinking I might be there. But I was down in the tunnel with the roll of string for a lifeline. All I knew about was a treasure and how famous I'd be if I found it. But all Bacon knew was that he wanted to hide in the pantry. And Ferrell thought I was halfway to the city with Mum and Dad, so as far as he was concerned, there was nothing at the help except his half of the map, which actually was down with me and not in the help at all. That's how my foolproof plan came a tiny bit unstuck. So much for that brilliant idea. So here I was, trapped, and the only person who knew where I was a ghost.